today na the 8th day of February 2024. And today we want come with the Waka Fine Boss again. Because the free ride done and people they don't begin for pay. And as people they begin for pay, well, people they don't begin for talk. Yeah. The people's ambassador, the people's IG, the people. I see somebody make a video say the one day way they talk about the boss that haters them. Are we one day in a salon? So critics they know for day. So when you ask question, you in time you say you're a hater. And people and they share the video, share to them hater them. Oh, just for Bisali one signer. Yeah. One sign. I didn't know what was zip. One side. Yeah? So wait, are there no space for make people that will get concerned and raise concern? Space not for that day. Oh, not for raise as she raise concern is there, but left hand in the opposition. Yeah, salon. Eh? But anyway, Waka Fine Boss don't come out. Free ride done. Now people in the pay. Say I need to know you. Remember how we do Leone live? We go do another one who self go pay and get the experience again paid. Because right now all man they talk you. Go cow with you. Meet up the one the way people then they talk. Before we come with the backlash, yes, there's a backlash. And more especially on the price, on the way we didn't stop other commercial. You know, bosses and put them. I think after I don't watch this whole thing, if they want to give priority, let them give priority to all the commercial one them. Yes. If they want to give priority no more to the same boss and put them. Because now the same people and they go na the same work. But you go stop one, say like go pass longer for you and na the Tabu Saloon. Yeah. Maybe they nothing can find. Say, oh, okay. Well, if it be for the government, this is not even government owned. Not a government tune. It's like World Bank give you $50 million for an initiative. Yeah, it's a good initiative. But with the price and everything what they see now, well, the initiative then give the money for. Because by right, the bosses then for don't come ease. You know? They for don't come ease the tension, the struggling of for people them for take boss. But not the 50 million, not for the boss no more. Not for the boss no more. I just want to let you know that. You sabi the PPRC boss man trade? Eh? You know sabi ah? Well left ya. The PPRC boss man trade. The chairman will be there ahead of PPRC. Abdullahi Masiambi Bangura. PPRC. Yes. The Tewa interview am na ya. I don't know if anybody go remember. We talk say he no go mortgage your credibility because wetin do he gets plan for be judge na salon. You remember? Well, sometimes you not been there. Okay, well maybe interview and he been talk that one day. Saying well that plan they don't come to pass. Yes, that plan they will been get. See, he gets plan for be judge na salon. It don't happen for him. Yeah? It don't happen for him. The judiciary of Sierra Leone wants me and you for no say. The House of Parliament unanimously approved the newly appointed Justice of the Supreme Court of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Honorable Abdullahi Masiambi Bangura. His Lordship designates on the 6th of February 2024, he will appear before the Committee of Appointment and Public Service for interview. And now the 14th sitting of the first session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone. Led by the acting Chief Justice, the Honorable Mr. Justice Nicholas Brown Mark. Judges of the Supreme Court, they made for witness the confirmation of the appointment of Mr. Abdullahi Bangura as a Justice of the Supreme Court. I don't know anything Madam Phoebe Claudius Cole get for say about this. Don't say. Can go check him out. Ba. The former chairman of PPRC, President Leone, be appointed him on the 26th day of January 2024 and are based on section 135(2) of 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone. Let's give in small history. Honorable Abdullahi Masiambi Bangura was called to the Outer Bar of Sierra Leone in October 1996, and he begins brief sojourn into the Law Officers Department. He later come out there and move go Kenema inside 1997, and he established private practice there under S.U. Navo Jr. of blessed memories. Inside 2018, not go from 1997 to 2018. Wow. So what's happening in between that 10 days? Even I say I give you history. Anyway, inside 2018, he was appointed Deputy Minister of Justice by President Leone. And from there, now he moved him to the chairman of PPRC on the 6th of June 2019. Now they don't tell. Now he don't appear at the Supreme Court. When be the talk na the well of Parliament, The leader of the main opposition, Honorable Abukabo, say, in commend the PPRC first and chairman. Femi, Madame Femi Kamba. He said because he helped bring them together prior to the convention in Amakeni. He praised in sense of justice, fairness, and neutrality in the execution of in duty in a PPRC. Honorable Aaron Bangura be encourage them for exhibits then good virtues and they back at the Supreme Court. The same magistrate and the members of Sierra Leone Bar Association they have been there at the occasion. So now so from PPRC now to Supreme Court. I really want to know what Femi Claudius could get for say. Or you not see it. Or you don't pull on. What is say now? No, I don't think say it get anything for talk about that. Well, let's go Twitter. Let's go X. Because on Facebook you cannot talk. Let's go X. Because this one Honorable Abukagu don't praise and so. Just want to see what the mammy says self get for talk. This time I go talk. Hey, I mean they're looking at the wrong place. Yes. He talking at X. The same parliamentarians that were howling for the return of a confessed thieves, birds of the same feather. No is no. Ataka. I see the same Madam Femi Claudius could not go get nothing for talk about this. He said the same parliamentarians then birds of the same feather. Who said them greedy? Madam Femi. Then they say Honorable Abukagbo, he praise her for in good work we do. Huh? Okay. Hey, salon politics. In the land as they go. But anyway, the first time PPRC chairman now he in a Supreme Court. He in a Supreme Court here. Now na justice and Supreme Court. I just say I make you know in case you don't know. We don't know it's that one day for today. There is another brouhaha where they go on at the University of Sierra Leone. But then they left one for Saturday. Yes. The Minister of Technical and Higher Education, they say the university court in go dissolve her. And people are not happy because of that. Well, someone they say you not even get the power for dissolve that one day. You not get her. But University of Sierra Leone, Leo can't the boss them. There is a backlash against the WAKA fine boss. Backlash against them. We We see the other day na Wilkinson Road. They say bikeman them. I don't know. And when we get Victor Naya, Mengot, explain to we say, even the bikeman them, then get shares they. Keke get shares. No, bikeman no get shares. The Keke get shares. The Poda then get shares. Bike no be get shares. Remember what be Adana say no, they no did it. Where people let me the question say, I mean, now World Bank give you this. I mean, now World Bank give you the money. Let's begin with Edmond Abu. Edmond Abu term the way of operation. He say na criminal enterprise. He term say na criminal enterprise. So we go start with waiting in say about the way of operation. But the one the way they na waka fine, even the ministry not be like that term day. They not be like the term. At all not. Say and Monabuno for don't use that kind term day. Say the waka fine bus operation na criminal enterprise. Well, in case you know be waiting Edmond Abu say, that will bring number. Let me explain what he mean by that. Carry on, yeah. This na Saturday ibidwa.
Fambulu na kushe una kabo. Today na Saturday, the 3rd of February 2024. Me where they talk to na again, me na Edmond Abu Jr. from Native Consortium and Research Center. Fambule, the Native Consortium and Research Center don't issue a press release with title. Ola anka kaputa na Creole, I want kaputa na Creole. So that me uncle when I banti kamaranka with that me other auntie when na Nengbema. Both districts, let them understand, yeah. When they can talk about them bosses, them big motoka, them boss. The Native Consortium don't pull a press release with title say Native Consortium and Research Center raised serious concern over the criminal enterprise of the 10 Leones on affordable bus fare of the WAKA fine buses, leaving passengers stranded with huge discomfort by compelling commercial buses Poda to follow the increased fare to 10 Leones in violation of the 5 Leones government price pole to pole. Well, Fambulem for Dami Antina Tihu, let understand. The government don't call to one boss when they call WAKA fine. Well, in economics, the one that will go school, then get waiting and call the gig economy, the gig economy. This now the sector where, of course, then call the transport sector, the gig economy in a sector where it provide job. In fact, if we are not careful, under the one that way they call with the commerce, they're going to call one of the main organ of commerce, when at transportation, then get warehouse transportation. So that thing where they transport people from one side for go to the other, then call transport. Well, it can be bus, it can be keke, it can be okada, it can be plane, it can be train, all landed na transport. It don't that na transport. In fact, the one that will go school back, they go to call supply chain. Now, what is supply chain fambule? So me antina sanda magbolonto. Supply chain na anything, any network, any something where they help for transport any goods and service from one point to another. You understand? Now supply chain down there. Now the network down there. Like for instance, like where you want to make phone. For assemble that phone, the thing the way they put the phone and the chip, all the thing they get them from different country. You understand? Where for like put the assemble that one girl phone, now supply chain. So that supply chain where they pull the phone, for instance, if not South Korea or if not like Samsung, you understand? Say for computer, that network then they call supply chain. So also with transport, now so transport save time. So the gig economy, fumble them, nati way, na air economy, all over the world. Nati we very important and we not go do without them. Somebody not go say, hey, because of a accident with Mutkane, they will say, no, but you know go see, you know go ever work again. So bus service now they talk about now. So family and government don't count one bus service, which is good, excellent. The bus service then, you know, this bus is fine. The only thing no more, we don't say what they see bus them. You know, we don't say what they see boss, they will not see under the former government, then count boss, then boss the end. Even this government to see you say President Bio, they work inside the boss, they ride the boss at the end of the day, now you end up back for another problem. We see some of them boss in a scrap. Well, they don't how the work and find boss. We they trust God, Papa God. Papa government let them work, let the work and find, and let them take. But them boss here where they count now one of the worst. They count very, very unpopular. Very, very unpopular message. Very, very bad price. In fact, ever since na the world, now the boss this one don't see where they see na government boss way high. I can add more suffering on the people than any other thing. You see, that's at this stage. Family, bus services all over the world is cheaper. Whether na private or na public. Like for instance, like when you go like overseas. When anybody don't go, they go to the grand bus. It come off from one point to another. You get them metro bus them. You see? You get them Peter Penny. You know? In fact, the one way they did London, so we don't did Europe. Like London particular. Now boss. Now plenty people them. You know like America. America's drag man self they get motor car. You understand? So bus services all over the world. It's cheap. It's for cheap. Now, salon from 1961, bus services then cheap. I remember way back when they go school in the 80s. And we be see inside where Attila see them is a Poda connection. Poda connection. Tell them for we Poda collect. They say Attila man dangerous. You know, then turn away Poda we blind music and film and sing that. That's the way when the 10 and now we get one bus they call City Link. Anybody will be in at the city then 10 and they from 1986 to 1990. When they say City Link, my money lift me up. Avoid poto bless 30 millions. So Poda business not going to play in this country. From time even before the bonus self Poda. Nine don't day. They said that before we they come, they end the Budeka boss them, you know. Poda train. We the train they will not meet train now. You understand? We big now, not meet train again. But Poda na very, very important. Now we don't can get keke. We don't get Okada after the war. You see, so it don't change. If I'm not beaucoup people don't begin to talk about that air taxi when they ride taxi when they pada pole. So now them boss here now they talk about why government count them. One, now for alleviate the suffering of the people. But what you make this government? Do you make this boss look very, very? It look like one criminal enterprise. Now because they can't make and tell news. How now go make and tell news? With the government in regulation, bus to pole. Take for instance from Calbaton for Kaisaiton, for Blomley for Kaisaiton. Like for instance, then pole to pole. Like you say, Bo and Kenema. So instance, Freeton to Bo, Freeton to McKinney, now call pole to pole. That price it can fix. No, so anybody. I don't need for tell anybody that they all man know the price. Pole to pole, fix. Now, this boss in violates that price day. Whether the boss na some shawarma they serve there, whether na pizza, I get AC, now they want greno. They see 10,000. Initially, I argue. I said, no, it's not possible. Well, it don't be true. And what is shocked me now, I see Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandy, we don't live in London for a long time. Yusuf Keke Thomas Sandy, you and President Bio, not live in London. We don't see our bosses. I mean, we no see them boss there. Government boss, they can be cheaper than public other transport. Why una your bus don't come cheaper? Expensive pass keke and poda and taxi. Why? How? How comes Keke Thomas Andy? Is this what you call president vision? No. Bus not for can expensive past the public or private transport or the commercial. No, not also in the B. Not also in for B. It's very, very wrong. If you live in a pizza, the service at that transport day, the price. On a first you don't the very minister of transport don't in breach of their own violation of their own transport regulation force. That's number one. Then the number two criminal enterprise, they use the police force for can force people them, force keke, force poda. Say no, for you starting wood, for instance, Wilkinson wood. How una go do that? It's sustainable. You're not going to sustain it. You see, I can always say this. Man, you boy picking, you man. If you use money, forget woman. Now money, then they keep that relationship. If you use fake life, false life, forget woman. Now that fake life and false life, then they keep that relationship there. If you use fame, so say, oh, you get name. Oh, me na artist, me na sportsman. Na in make that woman they like you. The day where that fame they done, that love they begin go down. So now left for the use force for to put people in tent here, it they become unpopular. The simple to for don't do them boss here. Me they tell me they Toronto or they Canada. Now boss, now they ride. Way back then, 2010, 2011. Now everybody knows that. When you buy the one ticket for the day, if you buy cheaper ticket, that same ticket, then they go inside the train, then they can go na the train and the bus together. A metro, a package. You understand? Then so they buy the bus quickly. You wait in London. Yusuf Keke Thomas, you don't live in London, you know. President Bio, you all don't live in overseas. When I know that they say the bus they look cheaper, the train they look cheaper. Train, bus, they all two are the same. Cheap. Then for me, if I know the cheaper means of transport. Why bus for can be expensive now? Why? Even as a lawyer, never possible. The government bus at that. They want to say, president. Look, the better way when I don't do this bus and when I for look bad, when I make them cheap, 5,000 leons, 5 leons, and then when I put up and where they give you the direction. So the person they download, for instance, student they most of school picking they tech savvy. If they download it, so they know say, okay, this bus, who side now? The bus don't come on Calbaton, who side now? I don't reach Wellington PMB. Come on PMB, who side now? I don't reach I column. Congo Ata, who side the bus they at so time, who side the bus they shell copy, don't reach Upgon, who side now? Oh, it don't who side they go now for Bay Road or Kisi Road. You check, the app they show you who side the bus they at so time almost bus 505 90 pan so side. Then you take a back this one I lost in a Godrich or lot take a low short, lost a Glomley. It come on Lomley, who side the bus then okay, the bus then I call them Freetown supermarket. You don't catch who side now. It I call them Cockrill, I call them Collegiate Aberdeen Road, Ede Moriton, Congo Cross, outside now to the Light Lodge. That's what you do. So you did at certain point, as long not just like Uber. We all don't take Uber overseas. You dey get the app, you download the app, so you dey know outside the bus dey. Then they call innovation, then they call dream. You dey add your software per we. No make let this boss look like one kondogbala business. Not serviceman. This not serviceman arrangement. This one depa. Now the same thing this one do back again. For travel, no travel. Now almost Guinea they take now. Guinea they benefit nothing less than $500, $500,000 a month in revenue. Why? Because we ticket now. We knew airport is expensive. If na Brussels man travel, let's say from here to America or from here to London, let's say the ticket na $3,000. If it pass 2 Guinea, let's say na $2,000. What is the man they do? The man they pass 2 Guinea. Now for the day, this BNTM, this not to say I go camo. This not just this between this December. I travel 110 that route today. For the day, the passenger they will see. In fact, me not be even no say na free they only come out. Now when we reach na the park, now no say pass 70 people na the plane. Where all man have returned to be the car, na saloon, the destination of the saloon. Why? We analyze them. That man don't buy ticket 2,000. This ticket na Brussels, this one in cost for Lunge Airport, it costs something like 2,000 or 3,000. So when the man reach Nanda, they take motocar, private motocar, you get a motocar na Conakry, they car you down straight. No, say the Guinea man forcing leg bribe. They stop no side. They unbog them $50. We first some man will reach you paying $50 with speed back. He can drop in a free talk. So $50 for go fee. So the man, what he don't spend, 2,001 instead of he spend $3,000, they get for can pay $35 na the airport. So almost the man don't save. The man don't save something like 800. Let's say conservatively, the man don't save $700. We can save $700. Some man that you see, we can to that 7, then they take a ride through. If you can 2-3 weeks, that's 700. You know what I mean? That's 7 way change. Almost people like gigi that money. So my get forget 500,000. You don't gigi all my. Don't satisfy all my. $700 with the man don't save. So for the month, Salon they lose $500,000 to Guinea government, the airlines industry, then government, then tax, then they collect. Why? Because we ticket expensive and dear. So tell me how the Turkish man will recoup the money. How they will pay the money? People they pass through Guinea now for car. Guinea government the benefits. How? Papa government, when ask you this question. So you don't see why make this boss, if you be take a compete, you no need for force people then. Force the keke. Hey, no keke, poda, go pass through beach road, pass Abadi road for car. No, what you do down there? You know to do so. Una they tempt the commercial driver, the bosses then, the big was then, for let them set is down to tell. Una this na the mark you with the effect for fail. Not to say the fail, now the ripple effect where they get on transport price, now make Edmond Abo native, now make couldn't fail to fail for the past 20 years. Now for the transport price, not because of the fuel itself, now for the effect where it gets. The what you call the pass-through effect. I know I will put pass-through effect for me until I go market. Okay. The when you do one thing, I affect the other thing yonder. For instance, you add per mind price. Where I affect the cook. You understand? Now the pass-through. So the all instance of native consultant and fail campaign over the time. Now for the transport price, like no go up. Because when the transport go up, then you don't pull more disposable income on people and they make the people and suffer. They make the situation worse off for the people. And when it not become affordable, so you government, you effort, not for make people and suffer more. Because some of these things, Yusuf Keketoman and the PR, una no need for the hala. Not to all things una go for the can ready for can. Una make let people and hala for una now. Una make let people and talk good. Not all things for the can begin go na radio can make and change, make and find. No, you don't need una make up. Una put because you know why? Let's tell una this. Why this still look like one criminal enterprise? For common Lumley, for Kaisai Tong, Pankeke, the least you pay na 10 leons or 15 leons. You tell me if you make your own 5 leons, that man boss they can pull to. But if you say that man they go ride keke, for let it go pay 15 leons per keke, and he go sit down per keke for like can take 5 leons, it's not possible. Pass, you don't see the boss. Pass, you don't see him. So you don't need for force. Let them compete. Make your own cheaper. And as a matter of fact, let's come to think about it as a business-wise. Which businessman even does this? You can't to market, you make you expensive for, you make you put up. They wait for let government use policeman and soldier man for let them go prevent keke and put up no work at the streets. That's nonsense. Now make we become poor na salon. When they become poor. Now make people things that they get better. You don't need why for force? No force. This thing cheap. This that seem effortless. Just make them 5 leons. Put a number outside it. So they know to be the see in this country. When some man out here, they make them cheap. Make them like the way you make them so make them like 3 leons bar. You understand? Just salon ads for full. Just make them 3 leons. Then later on make them 5 leons. As soon as get that's what the mobile company they take full salon man day. That's when they take full people there. When they can they make them service much. No, if we say, come here, we go on 3 month free call. Yeah, some man leak the liquid free call, so some man has also low blood. Some man is sleep on it free call. When they're ready for suck blood now. Not so. That's how you don't get the market. So even from the private businessman point of view, you don't do that. Let alone as a government now for let me come higher. Number one, you don't bridge the price for what government puts. You government, now you bridge your own price. 5 leons, pull to pull. So what you decide to do now, you just tell the other boss people, let them say it's their own price. Is that what we call President Bio's vision? Mr. Yusuf Keke Sombatandi, as soon as they make video, and they make now this President Bio, Yusuf Sido, is this what you call your vision? I don't need for tell people about how important the gig economy is, how they drive the economy, how integral it is in the economy. No, I don't need to again. I need to go into the nuances of the boss, how would I get her, whether na public, private, or then a different discussion, different kettle of fish. But don't say the boss is here. Now fine boss them. Not even say na pizza they sell inside the boss. No, they serve people and free. Una no need for make 10 leons. Una make 5 leons. I don't go na the analysis. For instance, if the boss they come up, for instance, Calbaton, from Calbaton to PM in a 5,000, that's a short way. Because most of them put there, they don't tell whether they suffer people. Then halfway they come. Whether man come up 5,500, he come on a post office now Watalo, where she can turn outside the counter na Joy for that same price. Outside the canton na Calbaton or PMB. Or so outside the canton, he can't say Bombay Street or Upgon. Now you get boss when they come to you right inside town. So you know go left that boss there for 5 leons for camp. All say 15 years with Nawatalo for camp per expensive boss. Poda. It's not possible. Make it affordable, make it cheaper. Now so all man they go. Now so even the most wicked government that you want, I say they go on business. No make you expensive. Now so, no, you don't need for go Harvard. You don't need for go for Bay College for let you understand this. You don't need for go. You don't need for learn. Even me on cook banana village. You understand and so for one them business, yeah. Now all people can't defend a government. Some of them say you know they tire. All people can't defend. If you for make fine for people for celebrate, sing songs of praise about. Now it don't turn controversy. When I put policeman there, when I make people they hate the boss. Yusuf Keke Thomas Adi, Mr. Trump, when they see now say the boss they follow up again. When I watch the boss, then how did they pass? This now make we take time study this thing. We not just rush for condemn. We don't watch the trend from Wednesday we watch. Day yesterday, day to today, Saturday, we watch. Watch now the boss they don't get better passenger. Because now the first I don't tell you say if na popularity, now you make now that woman like you, now that popularity, and then if the popularity, the woman they stop for like you. If na money, now you buy the love with na money. Now so government, now so politics stand. Now make them politicians and be fake because na fake, na lie. Now they survive them, now they keep them. So be APCS now then say it's not good. And for me, I don't even feel say President Bio, it look real. But some of these things, they make you look bad. People know they like her. Maybe people like this man. The reason why you see the people like this man lonely now because the keke for Kaisai now 15 years. So we make and tell you. If the people like for say oh then one time. No. But the poda from Lumley for Kaisai Tong, Sakila Road, now 5 years. What about that? They stop the poda man now. No. What to say the work? I don't go na the reason. Almost they lose to Guinea. It's like for the day, the destination, the people where they can have salon, where they can for the day, at least 70 passengers must come through Guinea for can salon. So if we calculate down there for the month, you look at the turnaround, you look at the turnover of the tickets. Guinea they make $500,000 minimum. That like we say buy no buy. You know they say this are the list. Now they make now we earn because and whether they lose, we lose. We new airport. You don't get the money because this more airport now BOOT model. What they call build, own, operate and transfer. The man get specific period of time. Wait for recover money. It's not a good business for the airport. Mr. Papa Government, are you thinking of that? But you see, sometimes some of una not, you know, wait, now then talk here, somebody thought they say Edmund to get big mouth, Edmund not like this government. But me, I don't care. I don't let person not like myself. But this is simple. Una make the boss 5. What do you really want for long? Make a trillions. What do you want with that? And see if hey, wanna make this boss trillions? Some man, keke, una they pull business. You no put policeman there. You don't pull business like that. Or make her at least folio safe. Just make her folios. Not to you the talker. Not you don't need a PR. You don't need anybody for talk. Then they talk for you. Then you develop an app. I don't tell you how the app they work. The man like a we will not get because like America is big. America all man get mutuka. If you say for they go, they will get mutuka. London, all we know. Now boss, All man, bus to bus. London. It's hard for let's see to get private most kind of. Also, the one where they don't where they start they don't go London. And they don't say cheaper. Because number one, the city tight, the road tight. I don't talk about my experience in Canada too. When you buy one ticket, sometimes that ticket you can introduce all that possible. Also, somebody they buy the bus ticket by week. By week. You get the app, you got an iPhone. Now show them they show the ticket, you see the dates. As you see make and pam, now they take you right through. So you don't need, Papa God. President Biona, so you transform country. You don't, I mean, anyway, family, me attire. God bless you now. Shalom, God bless you now. Attire. God bless you now. Shalom, God bless you now.
All right, Edmond say tire. My UK people, unakamba. I say my UK people, Edmond say, una no get private photocard. Una on la boss there una dey take. Yeah, and that's how it be. The one they stress about app, they say they get plan for that already. Eh, and tell we about that they say they get plan for create the app. Yeah, all the good things them. All the good things them we themselves get. So some of the plans them where Edmond they talk now say they forget, they already say they get them. I feel to say in this one they Russia. I be don't talk that one day now. Say they Russian because if I don't wait, let even that card system work, all thing like, but I'm making him. Because remember at the end of the day, now that card system they say they get for use cashless. I talk and I say all lembos they need, no get forget her. I don't know if you remember what I talk and I hear that. Say me at the bite say. Now when they would then say after 1 month, then they begin put her inside the bus there. Our CD. See they all go get her. They all. But especially now the price. The price. That 10 Leone. At first, Mr. Feel to say now 10 Leone them they pay. If they say no, the big boss then like that wire. Now 5 Leone then they pay the 5 Leone. I don't know can make on own 10 Leone now. We the other one then 5 Leone then they pay. Remember Mr. Sheka Indolo. He say he be do the price analysis. Say even the terms for them be don't sit down on the price. I think that ended the fuel be there most. Now be 6 Leone. Now the fuel can go 30 Leones per liter. Now then put on to 10 Leone. Now then put it to 10 Leone. They rush this boss. They rush her. And for the people who they say, now so the one then I oversee, now so they start. You be there when they start. Eh? You be there when they start. Now then Sabi talk today. But seriously, the price for condom. The price for condom. Boss for cheap. Boss always cheap. It gets inconvenient, even though they say discomfortable without AC. Boss always cheap because the inconvenience of stopping, I make in cheap. Eh? I mean, they say in UK cars are cheaper as compared to US. How the insurance in UK? Okay. So we don't know about Edmond Leone. We don't know about Edmond Yon. Edmond don't put your own case across. Some of the things that we talk, then we tell you say they get planned for that. It would have been so nice that they launched them here with the card system, with the app, because they said they get plan for Holland. Why una not wait now, Leone? Who that be the rush una? Eh? Who that be the rush una? Now all anything they do una say una get plan for when nine people they use against una now. But guess what? If una be don't imagine this na the boss force. If Lunge Bridge bill now, yeah, for past they go be luxury. Yes, for past they go be luxury if Lunge Bridge bill. This na boss number for so, boss number. Look your own price yonder. I say since the day where I talk to person, na Kalbatong, I say no, na 5 Leone the paper the boss there. 5 Leone now the paper boss. He say because they go and stop na road. Now make the boss cheap. Government says can't make you 5 Leone because the other one are 5 Leone. So why the one the other for make okay, now I get it. You know, say them be say they need for car and go at Alo, but they need for buy more bus. Okay. Enjoy, they need for buy more bus. So now the bus money then defend. Akbole. Kalilu Tutange. Insef binde na AYV. Yeah? Let we hear how we analyze this particular WAKA fine boss. Let's listen to what Kalilu get for say, yeah?
All right, Kalilu, your turn. What has been your highlight for this week?
I'm not going to be as nuanced as my colleague here. The WAKA fine, the rollout has been a complete mess. The intention of government and our partners, remember now, this was a grant that was given to us because everybody knows all of the congestion. We need to move our people to work and back is more easily than it's been done already. So the government's idea of the IROM was a really great one, but the way it has been rolled out is quite messy because public education has been zero. And the people didn't even know what the real price is because I was telling my wife that no, the ticket was for a whole day. It's a 12-hour ticket because somebody posted that right ahead of even the agency, and we all took that and ran away with it, only for them to come back and tell us, no, it's just for just one use. It's 10 euros. No, it's not right. I don't think it is right because this was a grant given to us to ease our people's movement in the city. And so it's not like somebody wants to make a head-to-head profit, as they would say in my neighborhood. This is something that is supposed to cushion the problem of transportation for our people. So whoever is in charge, I'll urge them to go back and to the drawing board and educate the people about what this is and how it could be done. The issue of banning public transport on the route from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. is a no-brainer as far as we are concerned. Because if you are talking about, yes, the ambulance, for instance, should have preference, dedicated route. Yes, the public transport bus should have dedicated road, priority use, because it's a mass transit vehicle. But in a situation where we don't have as many rules or the capacity to accommodate that, we should have some understanding. Why don't you say, okay, between 6 and 9 a.m., when is the rush hour, we want you to dedicate those roads to the public, the mass transit buses. From 4 to 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., which is also another rush hour, we want you to dedicate that road to mass transit. But to say blankets, nobody uses that road. I don't think they have anywhere in the books that gives them the right to do that. So I expect that citizens groups lawyers groups should challenge. That's what is the beauty of democracy. Challenge that, let them explain where they got the right to do that.
But I think Rashid mentioned that they're looking at finding a way to talk about the
but the more they allow this thing to drag out, people are complaining and nobody is coming out to say what is the real thing. It's not good for the health of our democracy. Government has the heart in the right place to ensure that we want to have these buses to cushion the effect of the transport crisis that our people are facing. But people who are rolling out have got it wrong in some places. They should go back to the drawing board and sit down and work it out. And so I saw the other day some group of KK guys were trying to stage a stand-up on the issue. But I understand they are part of the group. The KK Riders Association, the Motor Drivers Association, the Transport Owners Association, they are all part of this group that has been set up to run these buses. Government has leased the ownership to them. So if they are doing it wrong, we should not just say government. Government has called them in so that they can be useful partners in this process. Let us sit them down and ask them, what are you really doing? What is the efficacy of what you're doing? So now it's not only the Ministry of Transport, or SLRTC. It is a new group that comprises of everybody, including civil society groups. Now that government has been magnanimous enough to bring them on the table, let them use the table well. Now,
you mentioned public education, which was really, really extremely poor. We only saw notices on social media. I for one did not hear any PSA on radio.
I think that's completely nonsense. We as an institution had given them a proposal for public education. They disregarded it. They wanted it their own way, and they did it their own way. We are a government institution.
So is there an assumption that most of the commuters are people on social media? Is it why?
No, but we know the commuters actually. The people who go for those public channels, they are not on social media. They are in communities. So you have to take public education to them in their communities, in the languages that they understand. Yeah? So you don't just do a flyer and send it on social media and I expect that people will understand. Even as educated as I am, and I'm in government as well, I didn't know. I was even peddling fake news to my wife and my family about what is the pricing of that, because I didn't know as well. So if they had taken the public approach, there is the national broadcaster, SABC. It doesn't have to be NACSID. The Ministry of Information and Civic Education are doing very well. They have reduced their public education to the common language Creole. So we could have taken advantage of that, for the public good, so that there will be no misunderstanding.
Can it be rectified? Is it too late? Do they still have enough
window to be able to do that? It's not too late. They have to come home.
Okay.
They have to come home and look at where have we gone wrong. Let them be honest with themselves. We don't want no stonewalling. Oh yeah, Mr. Tutange went on TV and criticized us. Yes, it's my business to criticize people because that's my job, so that people can understand what is going on. I'm also government, but government gives me a role to be a check on what is going on. And what has gone on so far as WAKA buses are concerned is not good. It's not making government look good. And what has gone on so far as WAKA buses are concerned is not good. It's not making government look good.
Okay, so that's na Kalilu Tutange, when I the chairman for National Council for Civic Education and Democracy. They're a government entity. And it's funny how, so I think some people no sabiam. We post this video on our Facebook page. Somebody can come and say the opposition on a good ipa. I was like, seriously? Let's see no more. Yeah. So someone come and say na so na there for the opposed them waiting government paper. Because people they're not used to having somebody that works for the government for being a critic. So as they carry the visit the opposition. But you hear what he say. He said they be offered themselves for public education. WAKA Fine say, they're not sabi WAKA Fine. Then I WAKA fine, and then the WAKA fine. And instead of suggest that one way, say, well, if we want for make them, well, don't make them for all the mass transit, all the taxi, poda, let them use them. That transportation, let them use them. Let them all use. Make them fair. Maybe then they go the help for make people and they go work quick. Yeah. They ask if students then get their own school bus. This bus, not to government bus. That's what I say. Then must say, but I don't talk about before. Not to government bus. Then must say like private bus. So, because the arrangement already, not in a government, and I make government make like say the plan. Yes, the handover. So then they can about government be there by the setting of the price. Then did it. And then tell you say how World Bank safe agree. World Bank man, no side in the. What are they for? For the government or for the people? Do I know? That's like a little too tangy. Look out the mami safe. Yeah? Yes, the mami safe. You know Sabia? Yahweh na Sabi all team. Okay. If you didn't AIV, so they may ask her, but then boss ya. Now you're waiting in say.
Let's come to one of the elephants in the room, the WAKA fine buses. A lot of people are waiting to hear your opinion. Now, many Sierra Leoneans have described it as unaffordable. Native Consortium is calling it a criminal enterprise, Edmond Abu, the popular Edmond Abu, stating that it's discomfort to Sierra Leoneans, especially taking away commercial vehicles and poda or kekes from certain areas. What do you think about the whole WAKA? Is it a laudable initiative in the first place? And what do you think is wrong with it?
I have looked at the World Bank document, because there's a World Bank document that set up the this whole project. It's not just the WAKA buses. The WAKA buses makes up about $14 million of a $50 million free money, and this is something that has to be emphasized. This is money that was given to Sierra Leoneans free. We don't have to pay it back. It's not a loan, it's a grant. And for any government to be able to secure that sum of money, $50 million from the World Bank, it means the government must have been doing something correct that impressed the World Bank. So I read the document, and when you read the document, you can see that the World Bank is so sympathetic to the suffering of ordinary Sierra Leoneans. The document speaks of easing the suffering of ordinary Sierra Leoneans in moving from place to place, as well as ancillaries, not just because, like I said, the buses is like $14 million. The rest of the $50 million, you have like these flyovers, these pedestrian walkways across the highways. You have, you're supposed to be like a bus terminal. So there are many, many good aspects of this $50 million project. Unfortunately, of course, and then there's the traffic lights. Unfortunately, the way it has been implemented is what is very, very questionable. After reading the World Bank document and seeing what the World Bank meant, because the World Bank so cares about Sierra Leone and the suffering of the people, it's clear in the entire document. This is the baseline. Women are suffering at this percentage point. Disabled people are suffering at this percentage point. Elderly people are suffering at, it's all in the document. And then the proposal as to, because the document was sent to the World Bank, approved by the World Bank in May 2019. And this document is, this project is supposed by June 2024, which is a few months from now, it is supposed to have now lifted these sufferings, eased these sufferings to such a point that 60% of people are now enjoying rather than the low baseline it was before. But now what has happened? Every single segment of what the World Bank wanted to do to ease suffering. Before I came here, I have been doing research. I went to the persons with disability in Freetown to ask them, how are you managing? Have you got any improvement? And the answer is that not only are we now suffering, it's even worse. So we were suffering before, but now it is even worse because of the way the project has been implemented. I said this on one of the radio stations the other day, that people don't even know where you can get tickets to board the bus. So I was speaking with some of the disabled people along Pademba Road, and they are saying that if you want to board the bus, you have to go to the bus halt at Wallace Johnson Street to get a ticket and then come up again with your wheelchair to catch the bus at Shaka Stevens Street. I mean, that's how ridiculous it is. So the ticketing is a mess, the way it was done. It is really, really strenuously affecting people. But what is the most painful aspect for me is the government has done well to get World Bank to give us this money. And then they lease these buses to an entity that is a commercial entity called Metro. And these people are heartless. These people have now come up with these 10 leons that you have to pay. Whether you are moving from Lumley to Wilkinson Road, Aberdeen Road Junction, you have to pay 10 leons. There is no halfway, it's 10 leons fixed. Whether you're moving from Bus Halls to Calabar Town, you have to pay 10 leons. And the distance from Bus Halls in Freetown to Calabar Town, I did calculations, is 1.5 times the distance from Bus Halls to Lumley, but they're charging the same 10 leons. So you can see there's some insensitivity in the way the eastern part of Freetown is being treated as against the way the western part of Freetown is being treated. We are all being forced to pay 10 leons, even though the distance from the east is almost approaching twice the distance from Freetown. But then the most painful part is the removal of other competitors from the thoroughfare, from the roads. They have removed all the other competitors from the roads so that these WAKA fine buses can pass, can move fast. Well, it would have been fine if you then stick to the price that it was before. The price that it was before for moving from Lumley to Regent Road in the town, Circular Road area was 5 leons. Now you say people should the 5 leons should no longer go on the roads, but people should not pay by force the 10 leons. So you're coming even from Lumley to Wilkinson Road Junction. You cannot use any of the other, if you're coming from Lumley to, let's say, Aberdeen Road Junction, you cannot use any of the other buses. You have to use the WAKA Fast bus because that's the only one on the Wilkinson Road axis. And then you have to pay 10 leons. It's unfair. But then you look at the structure of the Metro company that was set up. It's a completely commercial enterprise. It's a profit-making enterprise. So what has happened now? The World Bank has come to say, let's come and help these Sierra Leoneans. They're suffering, the disabled, the women, the elderly, the sick. And what has happened? They have now taken the World Bank's money and given it to a commercial enterprise, a money-making enterprise, and then conferred advantage on this money-making enterprise at the expense of the people that you're supposed to be helping. To my mind, if you look at it a bit critically, it perfectly fits into corruption as listed in the Anti-Corruption Commission Act. So if this continues, we might have to call on the Anti-Corruption Commission to look into this whole project. And I want to appeal to the government, the people who have the oversight of this project, the project engineer, that you don't want us to start pushing along those lines. Edmond Abu has already said it's a criminal enterprise. I would not call it a criminal enterprise, but I would say that the people who are behind these 10 leons enforcement are criminally minded. They're criminally minded. So for me, the government has to go back and look into what the World Bank document meant, check what they are now implementing, and then judge, are we really implementing what the World Bank gave us $50 million for? No, they are not.
All right. You made mention of a list of things, the project should encompass, and one of it, which is the footbridge. And I want to have your perspective on those footbridges. It seems as if it's not been used. So the essence of it, is it even necessary as Sierra Leoneans? Because you get to ask somebody, say, I cannot go across and move down and come up. So what's your assessment of the footbridge, which is part of the project?
I hope, the first thing is I hope they will maintain it, because maintenance is very, very important. If they maintain it, that will be very good, because we don't want a disaster somewhere down the line where it is not maintained and it collapses with somebody working on it. Secondly, it's free money. We don't have to pay back for it. And it beautifies the place. It also gives the place some semblance of modernity. It gives the city some look of modernity, makes the city looks a bit more modern than before. So I will not complain about the bridges there. We didn't pay for them. It's free money they gave to us. I would just ask that they make sure they maintain it. Now, do people use it? With time, I guess they would. Things do not automatically, people do not automatically pick up on something, but then with time, especially school children, elderly people, with time, they would realize the value of it. That would be my take on that. Elderly people, with time, they would realize the value of it. That
okay. So now, Auntie Sylvia, in talk about the WAKA Fine bus, even though he call them WAKA bots, he call them WAKA fast. Yes, but WAKA Fine. Yes, society call them WAKA Fine. He say Edmond Abu say na criminal enterprise. He no go call them criminal enterprise, but he go call them say the people na criminal minded people. So Edmond Abu back no left the. He say we like the WAKA Fine boss them. But the public hates the alarming criminal enterprise where they be in them. He say, my sister Sylvia Blyden, long time, happy new year. If you say somebody will run a private business, when from this sutra, Soriat, where World Bank money, we come for we. When Africa is the suffering, put suffering down Pansalon people. You describe them as criminally minded. Na AYV. But you no go call them criminal enterprise. Like when me talker. You say, my sister, not the same. Yes, that's what man I'm going to say. Right, but another part today. Criminal minded, criminal enterprise, not the same. You don't see just how they tell you say this not a government boss. You don't go money pan government boss. This not a government. This stuff for make money. If you remember the time I interview Victor Mengot Naya, I try to do an analysis. Why say like correct me if I'm wrong. You remember? Why I say na free money we World Bank give. Free money. But the projects now government hand around to people we for make money out of her. Well, I do with the WAKA Fine boss. The WAKA Fine no look on WAKA Fine. The WAKA Fine, you don't look on WAKA Fine. At all not. But now the backlash this against the WAKA Fine boss. You don't hear everybody in your own take. So anticipate I tell you say we don't watch I done. Now $14 million and go towards the boss them. Then the other money they for that overhead footbridge and all this 9 yards and whatever. The boss who na Kalbata they stop. The idea fine, but the implementation is not correct. How Waka fine go Waka bad? Can it look like say Waka fine right now, they Waka bad? And they don't want people to talk. You get certain people, and when they make video now saying are haters, then they talk. Haters, opposition. Or for just be Saliwan Saina or league, so hey, gigili. Okay, right. Yes, Suswin, quick answer. What do you get on this?
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. Thanks for talking through, and thanks for explaining the update of the division or the way we all man don't look at this implementation or how them bring them boss there. We don't know if primarily the aim of them boss there and for actually make their life better. And there are key components that think they wouldn't put inside this agreement. Because urban traffic congestion, then they try for them most kind of park people and all boku now street where they struggle for transportation from one end to the other. So all inside them get as a component. But when you look at them components there, then get one side in the component who then talk say the main one are for modernize and make professional the public transport. But when you look keenly, then they talk of maximizing finance for development. And when you look what they mean for maximize finance for development, then like for let them go make let them they say something go feeble like that one day, then go make them back. So then go get profit, then go make other one or then add more. So you begin the question now, say that particular part of that component agreement, the government being put a suggestion on a World Bank being given you suggestion, or maybe government being given opinion, say, well, how will we able to raise fund? So then we'll say, well, this put it on there, the IROMP, the Integrated Resilience Urban Mobility Project, and they aim for let them go get transportation issue now free to let you find. And based on their projects they wouldn't only try for run when a World Bank with the government, so then try for bring her into this system. But what if they see more of the one that we involved on this area of delivery? Then they give we different messages them, because at some point then they tell us say we dey begin then here we dey try for a launch we will begin the work with all them access thing they have for the GPRS, journey planning, and all the other things then for traffic roads and routes, and making other access roadway in case they say let them bust the public transport they no use, then we're able to pilot their routes there. But the point of how the government being able to take this thing here, so you go say now more like instead of it become like a dream ticket competition wherein you go say you get 2 people or 3 people or 4 organizations, because then they say that privatization they want for let them go do in the place of what then they say parastatal restructuring, because all that one they depend the schedule what they do, in other words the component. So if then they try for do parastatal restructuring, then try for bring inside the private sector for let them go look into that one day. But here you see say more now like a parastatal organization in the form of a private, because this is something where they serve the political authority them and then get handy and they serve the state indirectly, because when the revenue get for can and therefore they get tax and other things they will go see well what you not don't do, what you not don't get for now will put a hand and level self government go able for do. So it become a political idea that side. So but what in the dream ticket when before don't they were competition before don't they among them were like this lady gonna Shamel we they in charge but to Shamel when the communication for the program, you just say then instead of that idea of nostalgia for say eager, you know, wanna eager, just like you talk of that man when at the PPRC. Now your nostalgia, what you been the eager say I go get for do this. So not to waiting actually they go for go do as a competition for work with other people and let them go get for go before in they tell you as an individual I say in want do this. But what you want for do they don't get another ticket there. But these are the tickets that way they see from wouldn't they say you affiliate, you get person with in politics. So when that one they influence any decision, they find out that this decision they they go before. Because then therefore don't look into their area outside the pilot scheme. What then they tell us in a pilot scheme, but before they tell us in a team where they don't get ready for campus. But now that day we Bonabu they talk now SLBC he pronounced the word say na a pilot scheme. So the pilot scheme now he go get for move for let them go able for multiply now. So you see say the information that they bring to the public and the arrangements that we the inside the team they are now in we still be doubtful in terms of how they purchase them and waiting at the plan and waiting it cost them for let them be able for look into all the cutting edge ideas then. What are the cutting edge ideas? Then we don't get the survey when we don't do before even this pilot scheme before even they then bring time inside this couple of us then we can't give them. Then we don't get long time projects that we don't pronounce it from then I will make cutting edge. Even the mayor said they do projects similar for that in lifting program. So but you find out say then get for the check the information, you convert them now and they on evidence we then will say we'll produce some of the evidence there by we on added survey, we will revisit they will make up an idea for let it go before. But if we say we they use we idea because they don't give we thing we eager say this work I be the expect forget this work. Me say one thing good name, then they find out the rush where you will get an objective like I they see the objective for let you go able for do good work, but what is the time the wrong way they do the objective for the World Bank get a good one, but you really can't do the thing a wrong way you do them because what they try for do now more of what they say bad politics now in the mix inside good economics. And when bad politics mix inside good economics, the good economics now for let the people for able for economize, able for manage, and able for feel okay in transportation. But if person get for move to and fro for go get ticket by the time they can in 1 hour if you don't even use for go, you don't eat up and they getting the ticket, all the factors there you don't know if then they consider them when they talk of the pilot scheme, if they get for revisit. But revisiting they not tell we a timeline because they're supposed for they get a project timeline. So we do it for 3 months, and we don't do it 3 months. We check that we see what's not to the free. The free was not more of a trial. The free now for let the people are sensitized. Now you see them bring come, but if not for let them identify problems there, they're not being able to identify that people and they bring point to them when they say, well, we will look into anything there until now, then they tell us in a pilot scheme. But it's a matter of looking at this thing because it was long time ago when World Bank we don't begin this program. Then we don't begin for Sierra Leone transport sector from 2010. This money even been planned for even go be part of the airport. But because of that airport aviation, then we don't get another project. They say, well, no, add them. Now, for that you see, say when the government they say, well, then they say 20, now then give you 50. That might be the reason why they say, well, instead of divert and we don't see the stress and the projects we do now, we now for main component we don't get the capacity for let we give una say for find the solution for let una go reach up the people demand. But it's a matter of student program they don't do for long. Phase after phase, they don't reach to the phase where in now this integrated urban resilience for let people and go able to get something, resilience for team up to that strength of the traffic, the type of roads we'll get, all the couple business, the population, the nature of that old fashioned puda who will squeeze you so until we come on, you therefore stretch your leg for us. When you go sit down comfortable up and emboss there, one of the modern one, then bring them in a way where it now will still work for him with the capacity where the World Bank puts. But the question now what in the World Bank they do, you don't know what in their own idea for say, well, we then give you money, whatever you don't do, if you come on fine, not come on fine, not to business again, we don't know if that agreement then they go Google for just find out for see. But it's a matter of whether they can at the ground back because these are people back now, human beings. Because the human beings, then they listen to certain influence. So because of influence, you can see certain people like override certain decisions, especially when something don't day na the ground. Because not to this person we come or this World Bank representative now way down 2010 then projects they don't begin phase by phase. So it depends on what I go day for say, well, when I look here, when I make sure now get this because this be done the long sign now. Not a new thing where you guys say, well, I can go give them people their money. That thing will go down there, but it depends on who that they back, who they represent the World Bank. So it's all about these factors that we will see this project where you get a big problem, wherein bad politics don't mix inside good economics. Thank you so much. One hope say people and go seek objectives there in a better way and do them in a better way, but not in a wrong way. We will cost we economic crisis and go back to zero with all the effort we don't put. But hope say and go revisit and see waiting them till there because when you come to Ashokli land, then a different story. Because we know see them, we don't do it, and they do different business for supply buses them and cars there. So these are all the things we don't get for look. But let them look for good roles and revisit and see how things go work out. Thank you so much. We hope people then go use their brains and do things better. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're most welcome, yes, sir.
All right. I want to say thanks to Usfriend for your contribution today. Welcome on board, Alpha. What's in you get on this one, sir?
Yeah, thanks for having me. And big thank you to Usfriend. I mean, they really pray God let this topic can today, but you really don't answer my prayer. And first of all, I'll beg for take me time to analyze things them here. First, I'll look because I tell you, I think 2 days ago I say I take me time and watch when you do explore with AAA or so inside the boss, the Eastern branch, the Eastern one. And interestingly, I learned a lot of things we, if not put in place, then boss are not they take reach 2 years, then they pack. That's the one I go on for talk on. Number 2, of course, not to be no more. I think I don't know say I made the first, but I think I was one of the first people then who make mention of the increase of the transport fare from 5,000 to 10,000. And from there, let God bless this platform and let God continue for bless you. Yeah. But I'll go first of all to some of these Swahili and the time we say now. You see, when you interview this guy, he never mentioned saying a pilot phase. Certain thing, the way people can talk, he just think say someone can want play smart. And it's not smart. Yeah, this was never a pilot phase. It was like, okay, like this is why they do pilot phase. When you do pilot phase, yeah, you get for stop them, we don't implement and you get for stop her and do analysis. You need to continue, don't say a pilot phase. I disagree with Dandy. There is no document where they tell you say a so pilot phase project they go. When you do a pilot phase project, you do like when they don't get all the experience here, by now they don't stop the bus system and do analysis. One, then they do driver's analysis, then they do passenger analysis, then they do a lot of analysis. When they're able for them come out with a very, very good strategic plan as to which how they implement the bigger project. So if they say a pilot phase, this one, I'm beg and to differ, say this is not pilot phase, they are already implementing this particular bus project. Because like I say, when they start these projects, boom, nice they introduce them bus, I say, it's not the right time because there are a lot of things undone. And we don't say on this platform, we don't talk of congestion. Permit me for read this extract here. But something like a laugh. What give the reason why governments they do transportation? Yeah, they say the backbone for why governments they do transportation. One, now for make the citizens they get better transit means, for less congestion, faster commutes, convenience, and then they will help for make them get higher productivity and then it will lower less gas emission. So basically, when you look at what thing them do with this particular bus project, I challenge everyone now. Yeah, has it reduced traffic or congestion? No, it has increased congestion, traffic, heavy one that privates, Okada, you name this thing, Keke, everybody they grumble. So has he achieved the goal? Say the one for make we able forget increase for make the people and faster the worker find goal? No, that's not true. Let's go to the other one. Hey God, and the laugh when they look at these things. Yeah, and they able for make we get higher productivity. I beg for differ again because if they make other means of transportation, then the people and the late for go work, people and they end up for like calling, okay, I'm not there for camo because transport, picking and the late for go school. So it they affect productivity, self. So go back to the document where they say the title of the project alone, this way they implement this bus system, they refute the title of the project. So, like I said, if they a pilot phase project, guess what? They should have stopped this bus now and do all the analysis, look at all the challenges, and able to address them. Then come for implement the proper project. That's the essence of doing a pilot phase. You know, go begin continue the thing. They say a pilot phase. Nah, lie, not a pilot phase be that. If you are doing the right, you are implementing the project. Yeah, I want to talk on quickly. This, like I say, not to today, this project don't start. Then talk about footbridge. Like, I look the footbridge when you did do the video, like the eastern part. So let's see one person cross up the footbridge safe na challenge. Is the footbridge essential at this moment? For me, I would have preferred they invest more on traffic lights where they will teach, educate the school picking them, drivers, market women on how for use Okada, keke people on how for use traffic lights. Because the footbridge day, people are still a pass under. The footbridge day, people are even afraid for the height. Some man are. So why then can't you invest on the traffic lights? We will reduce accidents. We will for caution riders, drivers, the road and the drive. We will able for reduce the stress on the police them for begin the ASAM before protocol for stop this particular traffic line. Go call this other one. Traffic light is easy and best for reduce the stress daily. All other way around. Go back. You can do public information. Ask people their opinion. Should we do a flyover bridge? Now, Lumbly, where traffic they block almost hours, other than just go put footbridge there. So there's a lot of things. I will go back to every time when they look at government project them. One thing I can always remember, I one of the professors see. Now, yeah, he said one factor where they make government proposal or projects that they fail now because they rush for implement and forget political gain. They know they do better research, and at the same time, then they do one for maximize or for gain from the way they get more money in their pockets. Was it the right time to introduce the bus? I know they said no, but yes. But the fact remains, it should have been done in a better and very, very well efficient manner. I'll go to some of the speakers the way you bring up. Khalidu Tuktangi, well, in fact, party card member, political appointee, he said this bus system na mess. Commodity, so we until Dr. Sylvia. He said it. She said it. Edmond Abu said the same thing. So does it mean, say, let's say for example, let's go with what people say, oh, they are the whole time that they draw it, then they able for pick out on the government. So all the people Yahweh there, looking Kalilu, for example, when a government appointee, what he say? Is he against the government? He's just saying the right thing. So for me, if they send a pilot phase, I will beg them back. Una stop right now. Una go back to the drawing board. Where did you get it wrong? Is it by the, name so many things. Then when you come for implement and now proper, because a pilot phase, trust me, you could not land all your lessons, even if not all, but majority. Yeah, but if they continue, then they decide to say that pilot space, they can say, I will beg for differ. If I were that journalist when they talk so, I tell them, say plain, then stop this one, go do your analysis, then come back. Because you get to learn the lesson on the pilot. That make it a call and pilot space project. If you don't learn the lesson, then you can't implement them. You know, mean say when you don't do pilot phase, you know they get challenges. So, but the challenges then the minimal. By now, they don't know say they don't cause lot of traffic. They don't, in fact, they violate human rights. This guy, Rashid Misayam, because if you block people, not for use a particular lane, not for go particular side, waiting now against the human rights. The last one we'll talk on, I repeat this one, yeah. Government introduction or government implementing. If I can make what you say not to government, I agree with you. Because if now government they do this particular bus system, the primary focus of this particular bus system of transportation, not to for maximize, not to for make profit out of it. Instead, now for help for reduce the suffering and the challenges the citizens and they face. I will give you several metro. We say forget metro system now. Get bus. The bus fee are cheaper. If you take taxi, in fact, I should go inside taxi now. I don't know for America or other side them. I should go inside taxi. They don't put already $2 first. I see they go now, so they increase. I see they go by the distance now. So they show you by the dashboard how much money you don't waste. So when you compare taxi and to bus, you just spend less with bus or buses. So if we on the other way around, we go then why then we get bus? Why we say a government project? Why we say that this na the government don't do it? If na the government don't do it, before don't help for reduce poverty. But this one, let's assume all the taxi they say, well, we say for 10,000 or 10,000 loans we run for. What does that show to the government or to the citizen? It cause more poverty. It cause inflation. Because that mommy go don't go buy a market or waiting and call in plaza so they can make it cookery with. If you pull the transport all inside, it make the price go up. So for me, like I say again, if we take for example waiting and say a pilot space, then let them stop it for now. If now 1 week or 2 weeks, then sit down, listen all the sites, them, the drivers, everybody, and then from there they start to draw strategic recommendation or plans them way when they implement and so bam, when they get some clean, when they go. They don't mean say challenges they no will come. That don't mean say they no will get difficulty as they go. But the essence of pilot space now for reduce anything and then lastly before I end with line sir, the two I notice even in the Eastern ride, the drivers they not sabi take care of the bus them. You see say they overload them bus then they even I don't know God what we do. People like sit down say now they step all and they sit down. The side mirrors, the driver pass where they say, hey, and they look over now one for CD. There should be demarcation where the driver so now they protect the drivers then, but we bosses then. I'm not like I can say, I'm not for America or other places. The driver, you know, they cross that portion, the mark the because the driver has to see the both side. But that particular bus, you remember saying the cameraman he can't only take bike, he come before back, he meets the same bus. The driver normally they see the side mirror them. In fact, is it Kissy Road or so? So I don't know if now the same bus something jam the bus or whatever. Because they don't see her. So go back to recommendation when they make. Then drivers then they need for teach them how for drive them bus they day, how for take care of them buses they day. Then you need to rush them here. You need to rush them for make political goal. No. Look the other one for turn. You see the drivers were struggling. Even somebody will say when at the first day. No. Yes, I will agree saying at the first day or the second day, but they should have done test drive, go do all them things a day. And that make you they say they implement successful projects. And that make you they do like a pilot space project. You don't just grab them and say, oh, pull them at it now. Will they do 3 days free ride? No go back. Yeah, when you are for like first of all gets a bus driver license now or trailer driver, Lord have mercy. They will scrutinize you to the extent that even you will give up. Because now lot of lives then they inside them bus then they small mistake it affect everybody with inside that bus day. So They for train them drivers then they for show them the portion. Inside portion not for now. Let the driver see the side mirrors, they able for get a view where they drive. But you see the driver they drive, hey, I don't see and come on, I don't come before too much. No, there should be a mark there, demarcation. So if they are going back to the drawing board, for me, I will tell them they need to train the drivers, they need to educate people on how to use the buses. Look at the handle already inside that bus day. First of all, the bus load past 70 people them. The one waiting up, even the handle where they put, they not use them. Instead of the one green long road, with the road they narrate them with the engeg. At the end of the day, if you get too many waiting by that road, they guess what? It broke. With man no food, they put their handle then they. Now for minimize the weight, almost people they panel. But if you not choke the bus, they can't be choker. So then that particular Eastern trip day, I'm afraid them bus they will last the 5 year where they say, and at the same time, the boku money they give us so as a nation, they will end up go down the drain. We begin say, oh, we need other bus them because we not do the assignment well. I like that me for today, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're always welcome, sir.
Thanks. I want to say thanks to Alpha for your contribution. Yes, Suma, quick one, sir. What you get on this one? Don't not push the voice too much.
Well, I want to say thank you very much to all the previous speakers. I'll correct it for you on the computer. Now, it's already accepted because you did something wrong. So, I'll fix it for you. Yeah. I'm here tomorrow. We will correct it. You can't do anything with that anymore. Yeah, so, first of all, I apologize to Alpha and some other guys then, Mr. Bar, Ezekiel, my WhatsApp group. But meanwhile, one of the people them, we attack them, we did a big argument about them bosses here. Accuse people and say they don't want to see this project come to pass. But now, how everybody be talk and how are the citizens on social media, well, including you sent me this, so I want to apologize to you too, people. You sent me become part of that WhatsApp group conversation. But now I see how things will be going, the way how social media, the videos the way they get, and explanations the way they come through, I realize I got for it to word back. And that's the good thing about human beings. And that's what politicians really do. When you do wrong, when you see something wrong, come back, be a grown up, accept it, and we move on. So, like I can always tell you about Edmond Abu, a man who I get a lot of respect for. I always admire and stand the way they take from the telecommunication thing to a lot of stuff. Even though a couple of months ago about South way they do Leone explanation regarding why Liberia the election went good, so then I kind of get some disagreement the way we won't take, but overall, a man where I get a great respect for things are going to put on par to make clear sense. So, to make a clear sense, above all, we mention about the airport. And now, in Nogui, Guinea, to see the amount of people will be past Guinea, and in order to put all that together for giving a number of how many people then we pass the year, how much money we should have been the loss. Because the reason is, not too long ago, we see the chief minister go through that airport, they make a video. To me, it sounds like, say, the laugh people no more, they go at mockery. Say, we they cross, we they pass by, you know, we get the word the way they talk. I hope you listen to what Edmond Abu said today regarding the airport there. Now, the boss is there, you know, like what Alpha said, you know, because even during that we argument, now we WhatsApp group, I talk say, hopefully, because the only way we don't know on them here, now when they roll out this, when they don't roll out so now they don't hear the loud cry of both the ticket drivers, the Okada drivers, and the masses when they say they ride the buses then. Maybe see with them, but now the way how things when we go, how people when they explain it, and how the people themselves that because if the reason why we don't get public transportation now for ease the burden on people. And Los Angeles, well, we get the metro, but the other thing with the Southern California area, every city get their own metro line. We get the LA County on, you know, the biggest one. Then the neighboring city, like Santa Monica, they get their own. Culver City, get their own. All the other small cities, we will forget their own. Even the city we are there, Torrance, they get their own. So they all compete, you know. I don't know whether or not at the same prices and then other cities their own buses in the charge. Well, most of the surrounding cities, whether it's LA County, most of them get their own buses there. So that's a competition. And some of them they go at the same route, some they go at different routes with the LA County on. You know. So if they come out, even though we're not gonna get that alone, but we put that kind of cover there. So if they say well, because maybe they look and say it's much better because if the buses they roll out, now if the street and clear, they can bring people in faster for get through that the working places so that we never get because Sierra or Africa in general, and when people are not care about how much o'clock you go work. If my country like that way away, your employer say 7 o'clock, it means 7 o'clock. So I don't know if say 8 o'clock, so man they show up 10 o'clock. So I will say maybe with them buses here and the street them clear, we will transport people and to and fro faster. But that not end up with the case because according to people holding on the ground and waiting with the city, it even more drag more traffic. So like what you have to say, what Mr. Mengot now need to do as people away, well, as businessman, go back to the drawing board, go sit down. Now you don't do you pilot phase, then color. And then work. Now let them all go sit down back. They're not going to let them draw all the bosses and back come on out that's straight. But now let them go sit down, take pen and paper. It's okay. It looks like say the 10 news let them work. Or we knock them down. It looks like say for put them all now we route, let the work or the keke them let the work. Let me find another way, let me re-strategize, let me find another way where we all coexist. Because like what Edmond Abu saying, I can always say about business. One thing with Africa, I don't make this comparison here, but put about nightclub, about food, say, If mango, big mango hang up a tree, now if you take granite, for stone that mango, they say they expect that mango they for candle, they know they work. So the way people in the, because the thing is, when you do one bigger business like this, you really look for the immediate return. Now that we African them. Now make most of the business and they go bad. Because you dey go run, open a huge business. Then you look for begin to make the profit right away or you want to pull the money, you know the work so. And that the most of this government bosses them, if them begin run up, let's say 3,000 or 4 millions, 10 millions, and one I will hit the million at the head. If they will forget a chance where they will be able to keep Keke and Okada out of the way. Because if you make out 3 millions, we all will go the same way time we can get for it at the same way, the same time we put will reach you, we charge you 7 years, now we charge you for 3 years. Why I forget 7 years and go give you? I'm not going to take that 4 years and I'll go back to Greece. I don't say 4 years. And then we for make huge money. But one problem we have, we black or Africans, when we do business, that quick return, we look for maximize profit and forget how to run the business themselves. I will make an example of one guy who be open African club that we look at here a long time ago. I mean Nigeria man. He charge more the things the accommodation not that good, but to continue for the drag more money. What will happen? People that will go and begin to dry out, they stop, and they will continue because they will pay the rent, and go out of business. You really do so. Look, we Golden State Bridge. We get one right area now, what they call the Santa Monica Pier. The power get empty, and I don't say this most of the time. Certain investment and the way you do, like generational investment, you really expect for it that money. Look at Ford Motors, GMC, we see a lot of companies there. When you make the investment, then people they don't die, they don't go. Now they great grandpicking still either they don't turn them into franchise. We don't want hamburger now, we don't call in and out. The people of the come up, they don't die go. Now the daughter and they run now. In PF, you know, picking and get for car run now. You see, that man may not be making for make profit right away. Because let's say impossible. But look now the generation of people are willing to profit. So Sierra Leone Africans that we get for land from this. Say them bosses here, I know say they want to add more, but even if they make the prices less, not mean say they're not gonna make money. Then still they even make more money because by doing so, and when people get used to that and they see how much they save, that will even help them for food because me, I can say this all the time. I hate Keke and Okada. I don't know why. I just not like them. If they help for move them come on the street, which to me, I'm going to a party for them. So now that's my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Umar. Hope you get better as the days go by. Alright. Waka fine, waka bot. Wait again, waka fast. We there. No, so. Welcome, Ezekiel. What do you get on this one, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to the panelists and to all the listeners. I mean, everybody don't almost say within any for what we say about this boss system, and the reality is like government not really they in the profit making business, especially the things that we they need for provide for the public. You know, the whole thing any really like how that is it Edmond Abu we if he says you know really need for go to college or any side for really pick common sense out of this whole thing. Um, you know, everybody knows if not government ain't the provider for the public, you know, they not for be expensive more than anything else we already people and they use because in the first place now that really the World Bank be look, you know, for ease the burden from people and you know we not say government the government way they empower we then donate this money for this project we not say that not don't they not do well for let them be part of the process for let them give away the money but the overall reason we then get the money now for the people them of Sierra Leone we then don't see how then they struggle how things they happen in terms of transportation especially in the capital city then don't see them you know and so when you go to them even with the idea say hey we need help on this particular area they see the need now make them give you know so I'm not gonna say because really because the thing is every time we this happen we make us so much on politics basis like Alpha they say most of the time anything we now for the Sierra Leonean people and you know we want to talk about local politics inside because whether or not they were been there or not as long as them put that case there across looking at how the situation there in the country for public transportation we will get this donation so now matter of how they use it so first of all we say then they do this because they want for use that money they for pay people and continue for repair the vehicle 50 million law we say then put 5 million put on our account left and say this one now for repair and salary for 2 years how much then they pay the drivers for that 50 day let's say then they rotate one bus then they rotate two people and twice and two people and per one bus that now 100 drivers per the 50 what we say then they pay them 25 million per year because nothing say then they pay them over 3 million leons per or 3,000 leons per month or else this is not public money therefore even show we the price way then they pay the driver so that we go able analyze this thing quick. What we say then they pay driver 2,500 leons, the new money, you know, and multiply that day per year, and then times on the 100 people, weighing at 2 drivers per one bus, spread onto 2 years. $1 million he don't do for pay then drivers and the for 2 years. $1 million. So why you not go put that on their side and put another $2 million in case the bus broke down, you fix that. What we say, Dandy. So you not go able for provide the bus fare to like all the way to 2,500. Now the easiest way than they for dislodge most of the Okada people out of that place. You know, you don't need for block them. Let them not go no side. No, just put your price down. All man they left them and go inside the bus. So that you know you go dislodge Boku people and pass them begin run go upline now. Some put there. Then the left free time. But how that go happen? We cut today and I forget you first. We this day and that you go forget you. We this day and I forget you. By the time that whole process they make me half of that money they don't this don't take and this don't take and this don't. Then they cost this. It's because in the first place, the government is supposed for get this money here for subsidize people and public transportation for people. Now you not do it now, then don't give way. Hey, party, you go make the price pass even the one way the people have in the struggle with. Waiting are we problem now. Every day we dey talk and say if you get the people in your mind, now then force you for concentrate. Now the whole thing this. Now the whole thing. That same mentality where every most of Sierra Leoneans way then they use. Now the same thing way they inside government. Because we they experience this. You take money just know you send out to somebody. Where they compare to other people away then they around some man they work for 2 months, they get that money they where they send out to one person instead of he use her for the tonton for take care of himself, it they eat all less than 2 weeks. They begin complain back, hey me head, now they give me problem. After we don't get $200 where they work for even make $100 per month. You just send $200 for her, they wait. 2 weeks later, they find other avenue for cry to you. And the same behavior mentality now we get even inside up to government. The one way then give we. Lord try hard for eat them and destroy them, and then we sit on back. We will suppose for put we own day so that we go maintain help with people for the law they carry on. Rather, the one way then give we now they try find way for finish and quick, then we sit on back. Ready back for putting other requests. Hey, that boss try the way una give with that money they, you don't done. We need back for help with. Then they lie with people and all the time. Where the money come, then they flip them something else. We are, waiting they happen in government is not so different from how Sierra Leoneans than they behave because we don't pay Naya and we don't know how much money we they spend per people. If Boomer it get on today, tomorrow, they plan other strategy. How if I call you back for send more. Never that person collect money from you and go do better thing. So that he go keep himself afloat. No, he the different way. How for it that 5-leg chicken try the way not been they get the moment he collect you money, even though he don't lie to you, say want do something so that he go they turn and better in life. Now that day they go chacha, he go eat it all. Then the next month he begin tell you say, me picking. This boy me I not even understand. We just to go hospital all every day. If they try for tell you now strategically. That money we send for lay help me. I don't spend I under. So lay not begin the feel say that money try the way send what say I could turn for better me life for say bamba did it. Now that story now foundation now they begin for lay. We all on the candy. That smartness we all on the candy. So now make the one day way say, oh America then purpose, the Chinese and go come. I see dumb. Then time go come where they were always then they give you free stuff. They no go give you and that much. And then we turn to the Chinese there. And they always continue for remind you then go put 3 toe boots. And then they all where Edmond they talk about where you something go up yonder, this they go up yonder. Now America they call it snowball effect. One thing where you try for make difficult naya, it they affect every angle and we they talk naya all the time. Most of the time if una listen with they try for connector, even the man way they go arrest you go lock them up. It gets snowball effect. So then they provide for him picking their way, then they go school to enable them. All of a sudden you go lock them up for something way not necessary. It begin to affect everything. And if you go now that jail, they go pull dirty sick day. We come back, it is spread and by family. All of a sudden that sickness scatter. Now the same thing is not so different. I'm not even understand how the government, the reality is like most times outside democracy strong politicians then they always worry about how we people then go think about this thing, how then go feel them. So then they find all kind way for make sure say the people they not feel too bad about them way than they in government. But we election business not too they really they hold them accountable because of some of the 1, 2, 3 things the way that they do in a corner. So we don't vote, they they count that much. So now make them not care. Because when say you do something like this, it affect the people away then get for vote for you. They begin put 2, 3 things in together. Like how like even the first time we've been talk about political product. We been they talk about why you they push the price them up because petrol because you know say get for affected this, you get for affected. You not think say it will make all the people the way you want let them vote for you, they not go vote for you. But we see how it happen, then they back in power. You know, because these things way they affect with people them. You know, therefore able for fed back by the 10 way then they go vote and say, paddy man, that man we in a power, the things that we supposed for help with they not care about. Right now we election 10 they can and I make it in the country we can't give we one bag rest. This time we go show and say no, enough will happen this way. But we know how that they happen, you know. But I tell you they know magically some of them then come back. So the people when for continue no more now for suffer the way how they suffer. Then I guess we go say now so nature mark for now. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're done for today. But quick one. Let we come with Batonga. We don't know if Uncle go to get you there. Yes, Batonga, 3 minutes. What you get on this one?
Yes, the people them. This project here I've been telling and our project will be just start from 2019, where they approved the project and they give the government that time they for put all the infrastructure in place, which from day one they begin for misuse the initial money they get. By the way, not to all the money, the 50 million who they talk about, not to all World Bank give them, not to so that they operate. So if for me I just help from them. This is not a secret. Where anti-CV have been there, they say it already documents them. This is not public access. Now anybody can read them. So if you type, if you get to una pencil them, una write P16453. Oh, I missed that. The project number is P as in Peter 164535. If you just Google that number, you don't even need for say anything. Just Google P164535. You will see everything what you need for know about this project here. Now project will start since 2019, as I say, and in March 2023. Now the current minister, when Mr. Sise of Trade and Industry or something like that, when Ibrahim Alpha Sise, now in tell World Bank now say we don't meet all the benchmark them, that are including the traffic lights, we may not see the overpass them, then walk with the way anti-CV they talk about. They forget additional like designated road them just for the bus then. Just for the bus then. They okay. This is same man now. Now tell World Bank say they don't reach all them benchmark here for make World Bank will release the money for buy the actual bus then. This was back in March. All the time they say so when I can go and check out. This was back in March 2023. So now the time that they released the money for buy them bus here. Okay, so them bus here now, the thing about the whole thing, they come on I know people that will be doing that delegation, they go in there, they say they go buy the bus, then they go look at the bus then. They did that delegation, they go spend 2 weeks now India. And come back and say they don't purchase the bus them and send reports back to World Bank and tell them say we don't do this, we don't do all what you get for when I ask you for do. The reason why they say why the rush. If you not finish everything by June 2024, they go forfeit some of the money when you not take it. So that means that they bring all the things they do so now. It's just so chaotic. But what thing make me feel so bad about we country? If we don't get 4 years, for put all them here in place. We able to do them in 4 years. Not to one or not to two. In 4 years, we able to put them. Wait until 2023. For I begin rush all till now. When I the commotion with the CISO, one or not do the right thing, or not get the designated boss routes and where they say they go get, where they lie to World Bank say they don't already get. Okay. Another thing they lie to World Bank about, this boss for go up by Wilberforce. The reason why when they see that walk over na Wilberforce now because now one of the side them, one of them man them they win na shocker. Well, I see on a television recently where it been put up a nice graphic about how them boss that they operate. Now this presentation, na give World Bank, where World Bank buy into this year. It's so nice for look at. If you look at it, you go say, well, it's not better. But just like any other government project under this we government here, the line can pass smart across all routine they show na the graphics. I know see. I know they see na. I've been telling her from the day one when I enter that bus, and I've been so skeptical as okay, this I not think it will go far. One of his speakers they say 2 years, and me I not think it will take 2 years. The bus had begin broke down already. Now yeah. Then man then send out the vaccine and then they help for push the bus again. Then they say now weekends ago. Now police them I see they get out they push the bus. So this you know even how many week now? This is the first week I go say, you know even complete 1 week it. The bus had not begin broke down.
Okay.
So the whole thing about this, I think they don't fumble the ball already. I think we just get for look for a project. But this same man, this project number when I take him, when I watch him, when I go see the same author of this project, I went at this CC man when I the trade minister now. They don't already give the call step reports. Basically, the government don't satisfy them. When I go look there. When I go see 8 projects way back, World Bank we don't approve already. Where they go begin come back, where I hope it's not going to be the same problem. When I good morning.
Thank you very much, Batonga. Okay. Done, but we get 2 people, we get Uncle Goodrich. I hope she will get the reference where Batonga BDC. Ayana Salon. Yes, Uncle Goodrich, you got 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon from Tokyo. You know, I seriously, I just, I can always say, and I'm really sorry for this government because they surround themselves with people that will not even get interest of the country. I've been don't talk this thing so over and over. Even though me own good friends then they say I turn whistleblower, so I not even care for that. And let's start for say people that they say the way they go through the transportation. Let's start from the first point, how they buy the bus then. 1 year, if you buy them bus, then they will say 50 buses then because the other money can tell you say 48. Would them buy the bus then? If they say them buy the bus, then 120,000, 119,000, for BISO to start with. I always emphasize this one. Now, government to government, meanwhile they represent an African country and a consul general who want buy motor so they buy them through diplomatic way. If you go pay 20,000 for that car, they would pay $10,000. Sierra Leone not even get embassy na India. We get honorary, I didn't call it high commission. Sierra Leone high commission na India. Now we get it. So you want to tell me say we embassy, we foreign ministry, not go negotiate for them bosses to let them buy them. So if then they sell them 190,000, definitely they for don't sell and give them for $60,000. If let's go to that side first. We then say we na whistleblower there. If you buy through diplomatic way, government to government, where all the waivers then go come out. Then say after clearing all that kind of thing. Now FOB, you put inside ship. We reach inside Saloni, they send am, if na Ministry of Transport, na they send am, the BL. Where they reach there, they go straight to the director of the port now, Taki. Now then they take and carry and go to the ministry. Do the shipping life now Delmas or Max Line. Then carry them pull the bus. You know get for pay tax, you know get for pay VAT. You know get nothing for people because government something. Let's go back to this thing. So you know one word what people then they use where they really irritates me. The metro company. Like, I want to know this company here. So which keke would they don't buy in a salon or maybe bike? Because I know go talk about say if they get transport company. Then would they go take this huge investment to them? Where according to them 7.5 million. Now we don't know say now 15 million and they don't invest already to them boss here. What thing them people also don't do because when they deal with a national issue like this, where you go say, okay, I go give this contract to these people there. Whose company would they know whose transport they don't do in that country day before? Whose boss would they not run? Whose keke would they don't get? The man we can't tell Victor, I don't blame him. According to all which I don't do, now use that himself. Then just can't bring out, okay, you can't in, stay because you get that experience like Kenya and thing, you know, maybe one way or the other. But you see yourself don't tire. This na institution, what you get for do, we miss then stop the operation. Then regroup the people and then find a solution how best they go able to run this thing here. Because in the first the problem we don't happen now. It don't affect the maintenance section of the buses that we get for camp. How them go make money? You go charge people, they will say they pay 5,000, you go charge them 10,000. You know, go make no sense now. We'll go back to the maintenance section, what I've been talking about. First, you say, oh, then go get people then where they come up from Ivory Coast for camp. Now then get people in a salon. Who's partner salon and they whose streets? You not even get a terminal. Who's I will say the bus and they go and they refill and they do maintenance and all that. And a salon road transport, they depend on. We will not say na a private entity because the thing will not come. Me not understand up to now. Now private or na government. Because government in the first place, if we don't take them money, so we don't give them people, so they don't fail. Now we for can in. Why not to this that what's in the agreements we've been did it? They've been beat on the people also for say okay, potential Sierra Leoneans that would they into the automobile business, then they plenty. Okay, we get so and so vacancy, we get so and so money, we want to do this transportation business, would they all apply? What's have been the agreement? How this price business come on? Not for just look into the bus company, they might out in the charge. We get the Sierra Leone Transport Union, we get the Drivers Union, we get the Ministry of Transport. Wouldn't the regulatory for say, okay, for common Lomley, for go Wataki, na so and so money they pay, not to keke this. Now bus system we they talk about. Now Sierra Leone Transport that they're responsible for this. Nobody know just you can't say you for pay this. The people know they talk. Now all the blame now they go to the boss, the people where they run the buses then. Me not they blame them, will all be very frank. Then something is wrong. From the purchase of the buses to the administration to the way when they run things, something is wrong. Don't try for collect that. This is an opportunity for the country. To the kind of money where they see and don't put inside and if them be honest to themselves. Then why so this could have been a generational investment like how today they talk about Toyota. Toyota not to a company, now a family name. Honda not to a company, now a family name. Mitsubishi. These are all families. Just like you get in Kagbu, Kamara, Sisem, you know, Banguras, na Salon. Where one generation they take them from one end to another end. Like for them, you know, then and day. So this situation where they don't find themselves, the people that in the first place where they put into this thing, them be go can make money. They don't know the repercussion will get for happen behind this thing. So what in government for come back now because then get the contract. Say okay, let's set up a team, let's investigate what's in happen. The process go on, but let's get on the right way. I mean contribution. Then one of the things I want push on, Mr. Bangura from the PPRC. You know. Anyway, first of all, that congratulations to them. You know, most people that maybe they not go with me in opinion, but now somebody we I really admire because during the time of the election, most people have not been they considered anything in they operate in a very difficult move, you know, situation. Then get a mandate where you know able to make a decision, he get the court interference, he and Fisher and then they need to go can, but he be stand on one ground. If that mandate not been be somebody we before do something for say okay, he go stand for democracy. One APC not before even register. APC should not even take part in that election because Alfred Peter Conte and the others, they be not they already for say okay now one party state they want. But the position where in been day, the way it been they operate, people then been they look and say, oh no, you know this, you know this, you know that. You know, Salon, we always they go with sentiments. We they judge people then for that. Now you don't get another opportunity for prove people then wrong for being at the high court. I hope say let it not be there as a stood where somebody go use them tomorrow in for 2027 or 2028. Go say, okay, we're not go be there for defend me. I hope it not go be another Mohammed Kone. We go bring another problem to the people of Sierra Leone. But now somebody will play in role na PPRC. But the way the situation be there is very hard unless you know somebody who be consistent to know exactly what you mean they go on there. It been they give up, we been they give audience to the political parties. But that time everybody not be even listening to them. Nobody not even want to hear what him been they say. Now my own contribution that. Congratulations, Mr. Bangura.
All right, thank you very much, Uncle Goodrich. Okay, we're done for today. Finally. Waka fine. Try for Waka fine. Because as it is right now, you know the Waka fine. You know, I live up to your name. Try for Waka fine. Yeah? Yeah, the reference number again. Now P164353. Una will be the ask for the reference number. P164353. P as in Peter, Paul, Puyo, 164353. Don't get them, eh? Go check them out. On Friday, we go carry back. We can get them nice. Till meet back tomorrow. Tiki Polese. Tata.